Hi there, we're just going to explore some text wrapping options in Affinity Publisher. Now you use text wrapping to allow your frame text to wrap more professionally and aesthetically around particular placed objects such as picture frames, placed images, tables, or even other text frames. So if we have a look at this example, we've got this particular guy here and we want to make this text here wrap around the elbow to make it a little bit nicer looking really. So with the image selected, which is important, you always choose the object on which the text frame will wrap around rather than the text frame itself. If we select the image, go to the toolbar at the top and select Show Text Wrap Settings. I've got a whole series of wrap styles that I can choose, and I can jump the text to be above and below with the jump option. I can make the text kind of like flow around, but only within a kind of like a square shape. And I can make the text fit tightly to the outline of the object. Inside and edge are perhaps less commonly used, but you can wrap the text within the object itself and also around its edge only. But I'm going to choose the tight option. And immediately you see that text is wrapped nicely around there like that. You can wrap to ensure that both sides are wrapped or just the largest side. In this case, we don't need to particularly change this option. But what we do want to do is to just adjust this distance from text value, because I might want to fine-tune how that buffer area, or effectively the space between the elbow and the right edge of the text frame, can be adjusted. So if I just move that slightly upwards to a higher value, you can see the repagination of the frame text there. I'll just drop it down again. If I want to, I can change just an individual value. So if I wanted just the left value, I can uncheck it and then just increment that to say 4. I'll take it back down to 2 and just re-link that option again. So I can click close. That's an instance of a transparent PNG having a text wrapped to its particular outline as opposed to around its bounding box. So let's just have a look at a different example. And if I just take that one away, I'll just delete that for the minute. And then I'll switch on this JPEG. So there's no transparency on this particular image. So if I select it, I have this situation where if I try to make this tight, it will lose all the text because there's no space for the text to go. So if I choose to say undo, and we're back to the same kind of position, if I choose instead a different wrap outline instead, I can actually bring this particular wrap outline down more towards the image and shape it in a particular way. Just use some of these. This is actually pen tool drawing controls we're using here, and they've just been reused in the wrap setting options. So what I'm able to do is just extend this particular curve around like that. You can see that reflowing there. And I can basically draw a particular shape. Even with a non-transparent JPEG, I can draw a shape around there to act as the wrap outline. Okay, I'll just switch off that rectangle shape from before. And you see that we've got some quite good results from both transparent and transparent PNGs and solid JPEGs. So one final thing, just as we come down here to another example, you see we have a text frame being wrapped by another text frame. So in this instance, we'll just select this particular text frame, go in, then you see we've used the square option instead.